At the age of 2, I watched Rodney King riots on TV. A baby boy playing with his building blocks, wondering why there was so much attention put on this television when there was no cartoons on. Faces of fear of what will happen next and infuriation of what was already taking place surrounded the room. So at the age of 2, I frowned up too. At the age of 4, I watched a black man in a low-speed car chase run from the police. Thought it was a movie, but it wasn't. All I could comprehend was White Wife and Simpson. But I knew it was no cartoon, so I just sat there, wanting to watch Captain Planet. But I saw that wasn't going to happen, so I was introduced to Boys in the Hood in my cousin's basement bedroom while they walked to the corner store for liquor. Then I was put on the South Central, Minister Society, Juice, New Jack City, and you know what? It all made sense to me because these people looked like people I knew, so why would I not take every word I could understand in its entirety? When I was 6, cops and robbers was the shit. And I had a couple of white friends who always wanted to be the cops that chased the robbers, and I had no problem with it. And even when I did, they always said it wouldn't be fair for me to be a cop because I was the fastest, so I just accepted my role as a villain. 7 years into my life, me and my friends heard fireworks in February. It was so exciting. There had to be a special holiday that we just didn't know about and had to go to school for, so the school didn't know either, but all the big kids were running, damn near knocking us over while they ran, so we ran too, looking in the air trying to see where these fireworks were coming from, but there was no lights in the sky. So when I brought my head back down, I saw my best friend get hit by one. 3 hours later, his mom cried. 4 days later, we put him in the ground. I didn't get it. But I never watched. I never liked fireworks since then. When I turned 9, Columbine struck. The news was crazy. I don't even think Power Rangers came on that day. But for some reason, the death didn't faze me and the guns didn't surprise me because, see, I knew 3 kids in my class that had guns in their book bags every day, and they were my friends. So why would a school shooting surprise me? A couple more birthdays passed and a couple more fights I lasted through, and then I realized where my life was headed. And you know what? I didn't give a fuck. The destruction of this nation is due to the adjunction of pessimistic, impudent people puncturing the first signs of strength. This is a global downfall, but that's something these know-it-alls don't know at all. We are a product of placement, and if you place us, we are a product of placement. And when you place us in the Rockwells, Robert Taylors, Ida B's, Ickeys, the Greens, 40 years and 40 years of dead-end cycles, then tear us out of the only place we can call home, and you expect us to be what? Civilized? You put us in a place where civil died 3 years before civil rights, so why expect us to fight the flow and force the friction between what you created and what you now expect us to be? Don't expect the babies to stop crying because their mothers are strung out and the fathers are shot up. When you went to Nam to get the drugs and sold the guns to the thugs, you brought this pain upon us, but this hurt you have brought upon yourself because now we don't give a fuck. We stopped when you let the Bush in. We stopped when you let Bush in the second time. No, we stopped when you let the actor act like the governor, then terminate a man who turned his faith. We stopped when public schools in poverty-stricken neighborhoods recorded over 50 school shootings in a year, and none of them made national news, but a missing dog was all over CNN. We stopped when you let a story of an innocent man make national news while he was in jail trying to get out, and you killed him anyway. And when y'all figured it was okay to kill a teen over Skittles in a hood, you lost us completely. I'm tired of crying. Healthcare is available to no avail, and the percentage of public aid funds are gone because the government is acting like FEMA and doesn't want to give the public aid. See, this story I'm telling is not just only mine, it's the story of millions just like me. Shoes fit different feet, and they are becoming universal. So step with me, step away from the predetermined path of damnation and say, fuck it. I'm my own person. And this person is gonna make it. Keep dreaming.